Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Moments. Today, we're going to talk about something that once again shook the fandom. From Jimin's return to Korea with his captivating duality that never fails to steal hearts, to one small action by Jungkook that managed to trigger major drama among fans. Not only that, we'll also dive into how the media twisted Jimin's words on Weverse Live into sensational headlines that had nothing to do with the truth. What really happened? Why do small things suddenly turn into massive controversies? And who is actually the most harmed in all of this? Let's break it down together. Jimin's return to Korea after dazzling everyone in Paris these past few days was not just an ordinary moment. Every step he took at Incheon Airport once again proved how powerful Park Jimin's charm is in the eyes of the public. Interestingly, this time people saw a different side of him. Just a few days ago, Jimin stunned the international stage with his sensual and daring aura, leaving a lasting impression. But this time, he appeared soft, adorable, and full of warmth. This is what many fans call Jimin's unique duality. It's as if he has the ability to switch faces in an instant. Charismatic and magnetic on stage, then sweet, approachable, and lovable off stage. This striking contrast is what makes millions of hearts fall for him. It's no wonder Jungkook, the one closest to him, once said that Jimin is cute. Those words may sound simple, but they prove that even the people around him feel the same unique charm. More than that, Jimin himself seems aware of this sweet side. He knows how his presence can melt people's hearts, and often he just lets it flow naturally, without trying too hard. However, behind Jimin's gentle smile, the fandom was once again thrown into chaos. This time not because of his stage presence or airport appearance, but because of one small action by Jungkook, following a TikTok account. It sounds simple, even trivial, but in the fandom world, something as small as this can turn into endless debates and full-blown drama. As soon as the news spread, rumors immediately swirled. The account Jungkook followed was said to be a Taekook account. Of course, this instantly sparked speculation. Many linked it to certain narratives, and some even celebrated it as proof they had long been waiting for. But let's uncover the real facts. The account Jungkook followed did belong to a Taeyoung fan, but that was on Twitter, or X, not TikTok. On TikTok itself, the account only featured fan art, individual artworks of Jungkook and Taeyoung. There were no posts portraying them as a couple, let alone in a romantic context. Even the profile bio was clean of any ship hints. Most likely, what happened was very simple. Jungkook was browsing his For You page, came across a drawing of himself made by that account, liked it, noticed the account used his picture as a profile, and thought, oh, this is a fan artist who draws me. Then he pressed follow. That's it. No hidden mystery, no secret code, no romantic message. But as always, some parts of the fandom couldn't resist. That simple action was exaggerated, stretched, and twisted to fit their own narrative. Many TikTokers even made content as if Jungkook had dropped new evidence, when in reality it was just an ordinary follow. What makes it more ironic is the double standard that became so obvious. Not long ago, Jungkook also followed a Jikook account on TikTok. What happened then? Instead of celebrating, he was attacked endlessly. Fans who disagreed with the Jikook narrative criticized him, accused him, and even pressured him to unfollow. The pressure was so intense that Jungkook eventually unfollowed. It didn't stop there. Some even came up with absurd theories that it wasn't Jungkook who did it, but the company that had accidentally logged into his account. A ridiculous excuse, repeated over and over until it sounded believable. All just to deny the possibility that Jungkook himself deliberately chose to follow that account. Now compare that to the present situation. When Jungkook followed an account owned by a Taeyoung-biased fan, certain fandoms reacted the opposite way. They celebrated it with joy, declared it as confirmation of love, and treated it as undeniable proof. This is the glaring contradiction that reflects part of the fandom's mindset. If it relates to Jikook, he's attacked, twisted, and theories are made to deny. If it relates to Taekook, it's celebrated, defended fiercely, and instantly treated as real. In reality, Jungkook is just an artist who appreciates his fans' artworks. He enjoys fan art and isn't shy about showing his appreciation. That's all. The rest is just overblown narratives. But that's not the end of it. On the other hand, Jimin also became the victim of media sensationalism recently after doing a Weverse live. For anyone who watched it, it was clear how sincere Jimin was when he spoke. He shared personal reflections about adult life. Just living life well is not easy. The further I go, the more I realize how hard it is to be an adult. Those simple words carried deep meaning. Jimin showed his human side, admitting how heavy responsibilities, commitments, and unexpected challenges can be. Not a single sentence mentioned relationships, exes, or love. It was just the heartfelt confession of a human being who happens to live under the spotlight of the world. Yet, once the live ended, the media pulled its old trick, making clickbait headlines. One of them even wrote, "BTS Jimin reveals his first thoughts after breaking up with ex. Living well isn't easy." Imagine the impact. A headline like that instantly sparks curiosity and sympathy. Readers who didn't watch the live would naturally assume Jimin was heartbroken. But if you actually read the article, there was absolutely no mention of a breakup. This is the core problem with the media. They prioritize clicks, views, and shares over truth. Even worse, many Spanish-speaking Facebook pages translated the article word for word. Some even spiced it up with more drama to make it look juicier. They defended themselves by saying, "We only translated," but in reality, it was still the spread of misinformation. For true fans, Jimin's words were easy to understand. He simply wanted to share a feeling everyone can relate to, the difficulty of navigating adulthood. It was an honest reflection, a reminder that even a global superstar feels the same struggles as we do. Sadly, that beautiful side was ignored. The media chose to twist his words for profit. As a result, a cycle of misinformation was created. International media makes a false headline. Other sites translate it without clarification. The article spreads on social media. Thousands believe something Jimin never said. When someone tries to correct it, the media hides behind the classic excuse, "We just translated." But if they truly wanted to deliver information, they should have written based on facts, without adding drama. This entire situation teaches us an important lesson. Two patterns keep repeating. The fandom exaggerates small things, like Jungkook simply pressing follow, into big narratives for their own agendas. The media twists artists' words, like Jimin's heartfelt reflection, into fake stories for sensationalism. And the ones who suffer the most are the artists themselves. Jimin and Jungkook are just ordinary people who want to create, share, and occasionally show their personal side. Yet, their simple actions are often twisted, dragged, and turned into endless debates. In the end, there are three truths we should hold on to. Jimin is a man of stunning duality, someone who can mesmerize the world with charisma on stage, then warm hearts with softness off stage. Jungkook is an artist who values his fans' creations. He loves fan art and shows his appreciation in simple ways. The rest is just noise. False narratives, rumors, and double standards created by parts of the fandom and media are nothing more than illusions unrelated to reality. So if there's one takeaway from all this, it's this: we need to learn to be wiser. Don't be easily provoked by rumors, don't quickly believe sensational headlines, and don't let fandom bias cloud who these artists really are: human beings with hearts, minds, and their own stories. At the end of the day, the truth is always simpler than the drama people create. That's the series of recent moments involving Jimin and Jungkook, two figures who always manage to capture the world's attention with every step they take. From Jimin's breathtaking duality, shifting from magnetic charisma on stage to sweetness off stage, to Jungkook's simple appreciation of fan art that was blown out of proportion into drama. All of this reminds us once again that behind the world spotlight, they are just human beings who want to live and create sincerely. So as fans, let's be wiser in handling rumors, avoid being provoked, and always focus on facts, not on the drama others create. Thank you for watching Jikook Moments today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss the latest updates about Jikook. See you in the next video.